Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Um, like always, I like to look at what's happening in the media and give you our take on it. You know, this situation with 25-year-old Carlee Russell in the Birmingham, Hoover, Alabama area initially was very troubling. In fact, you know, we have a lot of contacts in the Birmingham area. So when I heard this story initially, I was ready to mobilize our team and go out and see what we could do, if anything, to try to help find this young lady, because unfortunately, situations like this don't really turn out positively at all, especially as it relates to women of color. There's so many missing Black women in this country that anytime you could do anything to try to help that cause, you know, that's always a good thing. But today, like everybody else in America, I had an opportunity to listen to the press conference that the police gave. And I have to tell you that the story just doesn't add up. And what is most troubling for me out of all of this is that if for some reason this story proves to be untrue, then the confidence of people who might want to get involved again with a missing Black woman or missing Black person may not happen on the same level that it happened this time. We so often cry out when we have Black people missing, and we juxtapose that to a white woman that's missing, and we jump up and down when there's so much white support for a white woman that's missing, but there's no support, right, when a Black woman is missing. Well, I could say, because I saw with my own eyes, that the white community, in addition to the Black community, the police, this was a national story, and people really got mobilized very quickly to find this young Black girl. And if what we see unfolding turns out to be true, that this story was false and made up, then how do you justify? I mean, it's just so problematic on so many different levels, because the next time, God forbid, and there will be another time, when there is a Black person, a Black woman missing, the public's going to be like, okay, whatever. And you can't blame them. It's almost like crying wolf. And again, we beat people up when they don't support our community and they don't support the efforts of looking for Black people. And then when you get the effort, when you get the outpour of support from not only the community, but the media. I had a story that I worked on a couple of years ago with a missing Black young man in Alabama. I don't even want to mention the town, but it was in Alabama. And we got zero coverage until he was found dead. So again, I'm all about moving things forward when it comes down to being supportive of Black people missing. But this case right here is very problematic. This girl was doing internet searches on the movie called Taken. You know, how long does it take to initiate an Amber Alert? How do you steal money out of a cash register without getting caught? All of these things, and when people commit these crimes, they don't look at the forensics, right, that follow them, the internet searches, the phone records of people that she was talking to. And then she talks about this alleged white man with orange hair and this little toddler that had on a white shirt and Pampers or diapers. And they can't find any evidence of any of these people anywhere. So again, I hope for her sake and ours that this story proves to be true. I really do. Because if it's not, it just it's just another negative thing against the plight of Black people. There are people who are truly missing out here and who deserve searches and who deserve to be looked for, and all of the things that any ethnic group would want if they had a missing loved one. But this certainly puts doubt and pause in the minds of people who are really wanting to do the right thing. But when the outcome is something like this, it just makes people say, why get involved? It's not real. And this is the fear and the concern that I have. I know the police will do what they do when they get a missing case. I believe that regardless of whatever the facts are, they're going to try to find the facts in any case moving forward. But my concern is really not the police, it's the public. It's the perception that this is another Jussie Smollett type of case. And out of all of this, you call the police, so then there may be charges of a false report. We don't know, but if it proves to be true, they can actually go after her for that, and restitution for all of the money they have outlaid as it relates to overtime and drone searches and all of that, right? But then you have the fact that she was on the phone with her mother, her family, and screaming and hollering like somebody abducted her. And if this was all done for naught, like, why would you do that to your family? What is the end game? What were you looking to accomplish here? They have searches of her looking at one-way tickets from Alabama to Nashville on the same day that she went missing. Just doesn't look good. And for her sake and ours, I hope that this story turns out to be true or have some merit to it, because if she made this up, it's god awful. And all it does is sets us back another 100 years. That's my take on it. Let me know what you think.